Alright, well I stopped recording earlier. There's a couple of fellas talking to me there, walking the dogs and whatever. So I stopped recording. You can see there that I managed to get rid of some of the dents. This is only a first coat anyway. Alright. And here we go again, more people walking along. Hello. Okay, that's the palm tree in the garden there. That's the pine tree right outside the kitchen. You can probably see the kitchen over the wall. There you go. There it is. This tree's still going to come out. He's just going to help me with that. But it was too windy when he was here, so I didn't want to risk. Because the top of that's going to catch on the other ones if it's too windy, and then the base will twist. So I didn't want to break the wall. But there's a big bit of nice firewood coming out of that. And then I painted. Yeah, you can see it's a bit more creamy colour now, can't you? Especially if you look back down at the white. Because when the sun shines on it, it's a bit white when there's too much light. There you go, you get a bit of a glimpse of the colour. I'll still have to go underneath the roof tiles there with a smaller brush. Easy up underneath there. I'm going to get in there, make those nice. I don't know whether to pull that plant out or not. I think I will. I quite like it there, but as we go back, if we look this way, you can see the difference there really between the white. There's the white and this cream colour. Okay. And it sort of goes with it. This at the bottom, this was from that truck spraying water down. I'm not going to touch it because I've had doggy spraying water on there as well. But I'm sure I can sweep that off. You see a sort of a brown mark along the bottom of the wall there. That's from the water spray truck. Okay, let's go forward. It's just I don't like speaking in English in front of Spanish yobos, because they tend to take us English-speaking people as being easy targets. Right. So that's why a lot of times I'm quiet when you can see the river down there. Right, it's lovely. Well, maybe you can't see it. Here we go up the road. Right. This is the bit that you got videos of from before. And I was doing. I didn't manage to finish it. Like you say, I'm a half jobber. But I got 3 more buckets of paint in there. Which, in the end now, the boss of the paint company, I forgot to tell you before, I'll get each one of those bidons for €30 a go. So you could call it a whole €97 discount on each one of them. Okay. Meow. Milk sure. Now, what's the matter? Okay. And like I say, I'd like to put in like a couple of bits of plastic piping in there, like a round shape like that, and cement the rest up so that people can't put their hands in, or for example their feet in here. You see, you get your feet in there, you can climb. Now, as we go along the wall here, this is where I ran out of strength, light and paint. Anyway, I've been doing some other things, so like I said, tomorrow, next day or whenever, I'll be back to this. But I did do the last bit there. So we'll have a view from the other side. Okay. That part upstairs I'd like to do as well. One day somehow I've got to get up there. I think with a long extendy pole or a big piece of cane from the river on the end of the road. A bit of patience. That big carob tree. As you can see, the whole street looks blue. And look, we got firewood in summer, firewood lying all over the road. Great big chunks. I'll put that over the wall. Okay, here you can see a bit more of the colour. But anyway, when I get a second coat on it, it should be great. But you see on the first coat, the roller doesn't really want to go very far. Right, that's the white that I painted, I think 2009. The roller doesn't want to go very far. But when I go over what I've already given a first coat, one wetting of the roller, and the roller will go for miles on the same wet. Like for example, I can do a whole section, a bit like from here to there with one dip of the roller. Whereas that section on the first coat took me probably about 30 dips. Right. As I got the pillars, I got all them to straighten up there a bit. Like I said, on those wooden frames, I'd like to paint them dark green and tidy everything up a bit in there. Okay, well I love you plenty, Pop. I've got to get ready to go and take these videos to Angie's. Make sure I got my transfer plug and a few bits and pieces. But yeah, when I get this painted up, it's all going to look lovely. See that with the geraniums in the back there? Okay. See in the window. Got our Nispero tree that I trimmed a while back. And then the trumpet flower that I'm training across the top. Right. And that door I painted it green, I don't know, 2-3 years ago, in some cheapo paint from Lidl. This time I'm going to sand it and give it the proper, same as the gate. Right. And that wall there behind the sofa, I painted that about 3 months ago with white paint. Look, it's gone all black again. Whereas this seems to be having more success. I don't know if you can see the creamy colour. Anyway, I love you plenty. I better get going. I hope you've enjoyed these videos. And obviously I'll do some more as soon as possible. I do love you plenty and I think about you all the time. And I always wonder what would Dad do or say in this situation. There you go, but it is beautiful. Okay, love you loads, Pop.